2 weeks remain for 9 troubled teens to change their lives.
I know who I am, and I know what I'm worth.
And 3 get an emotional reunion they never expected.
I don't think I've ever been more proud of you in my life.
All new Brat Camp, Wednesday only on ABC.
Jackie Chan, Jennifer Love Hewitt, the network premiere of The Tuxedo, Thursday on ABC.
The president has a massive stroke. The 25th Amendment would kick in. The vice president assumes the presidency.
Why do you want to be president? The answer is that you want the power to control the universe.
That's not me.
Well, that's the problem. People who don't want power have no idea how to use it when they have it. I want you to resign.
I'm going to run this government.
Emmy winner Donald Sutherland, Oscar winner Gina Davis is Commander-in-Chief. Premieres Tuesday, September 27th, 9/8 Central, only on ABC.
Bay County is raking in record revenues in property taxes, so is it time to give residents a tax break? One commissioner says it's a possibility.
Live from WMBB, this is News 13 at 10 on your side.
Fed up with filling up? Aren't we all? But it looks like gas prices aren't coming down anytime soon.
In tonight's big story, why most people don't have any choice but to keep paying up. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 13 at 10. I'm Chris Cato.
And I'm Amy Hoyt. When it comes to gas prices, they've got us over a barrel.
We can complain all we want, but when it comes right down to it, we still have to put gas in our cars to get where we need to go. And for those who have a long way to go, the daily drive is getting very expensive. The average price for all 3 grades of gasoline is now $2.53 a gallon. That's another record high across the nation. Now, of course, this is making it really tough on people who have a long commute each day. Derek Purvis works in Walton County but lives in Alabama, giving him a 60-mile round trip every day. He says the high gas prices have forced him to get a more fuel-efficient car. And other motorists are wondering what it will take to bring prices back down.
If anybody can do anything about it, please get it down soon.
Now, a lot of people in Bay County are giving up their cars for another form of transportation. The Baytown Trolley is the hottest ticket in town. According to General Manager Doug Boyce, 30,000 more people are using the trolley compared to this time last year. Boyce expects ridership to reach more than 200,000 people in 2005. Due to the increase, more services and additional routes will soon be offered.
We'll have more key stops that our passengers want. And as the ridership continues to increase, we're also talking about adding more shelters and benches to the routes as well.
The Baytown Trolley runs Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. A one-way fare is only $1. A monthly trolley pass costs just $15.
The soaring gas prices are also causing an increase in your electric bill. That's because much of the nation's electricity is generated from natural gas. In June of 2004, Gulf Power customers paid about $80 for 1,000 kilowatt hours of electricity. Consumers, though, are now paying $87.91, much of that due to the rising cost of natural gas. And businesses are really taking a beating. Henry Weber is the co-owner of Coconut Creek Family Fun Park, which uses as much as 40,000 kilowatt hours per month.
You know, we've got to have the lights. Most of our business is done at nighttime, and so we've got to have electricity. We've got to have lights to an adequate amount of light, provide safety for the customer and so forth.
And Gulf Power Company says electricity will likely rise again after November when the Public Service Commission analyzes the cost of coal and natural gas. Well, we wanted to know how you feel about the out-of-control gas prices.
News 13 on your side gave you a chance to voice your opinion. In tonight's web poll, we asked, do you think your elected leaders are doing enough to control gas prices? 6% of you said yes. A whopping 93% of you said no. Many of you, of course, took the time to write in and let us know how you feel about the issue, and here's what some of you had to say.
Virginia Moore of Chipley says, if our elected officials can't help us out on fuel prices, we can help them out on Election Day.
Marion Thompson of Panama City writes, I don't understand how gas prices go up 5 cents overnight, and by less than 12 hours later, it goes up another 10 cents. That's 15 cents in less than 24 hours and still rising. I'm a concerned citizen wanting to know the answers.
And Beverly White of Walton County emails, I drive 100 miles each day to and from work. I feel our elected leaders are not doing enough to lower our gas prices.
Well, Lena Stewart of Bay County says as long as large oil barons are in charge of running this country, gas prices will continue to soar. The Bush and Cheneys are not concerned about the little people in this country.
Ken Anderson of Weewahishka says we have by far the strongest military in the world as we know it today. However, because our government's inability to solve our energy crisis, we can be beaten by those countries who dominate the world's oil production. Also, America's oil companies are a large part of this issue. Their profits are staggering, which is crippling our powerful nation.
Stephanie Crow of Panama City says, I am concerned that elected officials, both local and at the national levels, are not doing all that they can do. I understand that the economy is doing much better than in the past. However, Bay County land costs and gas prices continue to skyrocket, and in the long run, it will have an impact on the local populace.
And MJ Beach of Panama City says, our elected leaders promise us so many things when it's election time, but when they are voted in, they don't seem to be backing up what they promised. High gas prices are hurting us citizens that are on Social Security.
Thanks again to those of you who took the time to vote and to those who wrote in. We always appreciate hearing how you feel. Now, News 13 is on your side with a way for you to send your concerns about rising gas prices to your elected leaders. Start with our website, WMBB.com. Click on For More Info, then look for Fuel Concerns.
If your taxes were a little lower, you might be able to afford a little more gas. Walton and Jackson counties recently lowered residents' property taxes because of an increase in revenue. We were wondering if Bay County would consider doing the same. County leaders are hashing out the budget for the 2006 fiscal year. They're expecting a $20 million increase in property tax revenue over last year. You see the difference there on this graphic between 2004 and 2005, more than $70 million in 2005 revenue. So with all this money coming in, shouldn't taxes be lowered?
Yeah, that's a very good possibility. It very seldom happens. It hadn't happened here in 19 years. And I think it would be nice if we, even if it was just a little bit.
And Commissioner Gaynor says they'll have to take a look at how much money is going back into the CRAs before they can determine if taxes can be lowered. CRAs, or community redevelopment agencies, are areas where the property tax revenue goes directly back into that community for revitalization.
The budget is up for approval in just a few weeks, and that's why Bay County commissioners met today to discuss some capital improvement projects. News 13 is on your side with a look at how they could be spending your tax dollars. In the preliminary budget, $3.5 million is being set aside for the new Emergency Operations Center. An additional $3.5 million was given to the county for the project by the state legislature. They're also considering providing $250,000 to help the Children's Advocacy Center build their new facility on 11th Street. And several road paving and stormwater runoff projects are also being added to the budget plan. The budget will be voted on at the September 6th Bay County Commission meeting. They will meet at Panama City City Hall starting at 9 a.m. Tomorrow morning, county commissioners will go on their first road trip. They'll be meeting at the Callaway Arts and Conference Center on the Tyndall Parkway, that should say Tyndall Parkway in Callaway, at 9 a.m.
Now, a first look at your weather from the Storm Team 13 Forecast Center.
Things definitely quieting down rain-wise across the Florida Panhandle. Let's go to the live local radar. We see mostly ground clutter except for Walton County and Okaloosa County. That's where there's still a few showers left over. To the weather computer we go. Notice as we put this into motion, hello weather computer, I know we have it there somewhere. As we put this into motion, the showers and thunderstorms definitely starting to die out. High pressure is starting to take hold across the area, so we will probably see less coverage over the next couple of days as far as thunderstorms go. Satellite picture, clouds will also thin out as we head towards early morning with some patchy dense fog expected in areas especially that saw rainfall today. 77 right now at the airport. And we check on the Apalachicola River in Bluntstown, expected to fall below flood stage 4 o'clock Wednesday morning. What are the temperatures going to do the rest of the week? Are we back to hot, hot, hot? I'll let you know in just a few minutes.
Thousands of people are being forced to leave their homes in the Gaza Strip, but you'll see how these Jewish settlers aren't going away quietly.
Plus, a revolutionary magazine publisher has passed away. You'll see how John H. Johnson wrote the ultimate rags to riches story.
And an autopsy sheds more light on the crash of a jetliner in Greece. Find out why some of the passengers lived to see the final moments of the crash.
You're watching News 13 at 10 on your side.
Hi folks, it's hard to believe the summer is almost over, but here at Panama City Toyota, the savings on America's best automotive values have just begun. That's right, the annual nationwide clearance on all new 2005 Toyotas starts now. Our goal, continue to offer your family the best cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans built and sold in the USA. And this month, it is savings you can't afford to pass up. Toyota's nationwide clearance is always better at Northwest Florida's #1 volume new car dealer, Panama City Toyota, where relationships are born.
The new Kodiak 450 automatic 4x4 from Yamaha.
Yamaha of Panama, Highway 231, 1.5 blocks north of Panama City Mall.
I really like this Island Fire Burger.
I didn't know it was going to be spicy.
Why wouldn't you know that? It's called the Island Fire Burger.
I know what it's called. I just didn't know it was going to be spicy.
The Island Fire? What do you think they would do?
You can move your head as much as you want to. All I'm saying is I didn't know it was going to be spicy.
Island Fire Burger. New at Sonic. 2 patties, 2 kinds of cheese, crispy bacon, and Sonic's sweet and spicy habanero sauce. Get one tonight because Sonic's open late.
From the events that changed the world to the events that changed the Panhandle, News 13's Amy Hoyt has been here, bringing you the stories that matter the most. For over 20 years, Amy's asked the tough questions and been the calming voice during the storm. News 13's Amy Hoyt is on your side, weeknights at 5, 6, and 10. You're watching News 13 at 10 with Amy Hoyt, Chris Cato, and Chief Forecaster Jerry Tappet.
And historical change in the Middle East.
Israel is pulling out of the Gaza Strip. Settlers have until Wednesday to leave the land Israel has occupied since the Mideast War in 1967. Short of violence, the settlers are using everything from prayers to razor wire to hold back the troops. Just outside the settlement blocks, Israeli troops, along with commandos, have taken up positions by the thousands. Defiant and tearful Jewish settlers have locked the gates to their communities, formed human chains, and burned tires to block troops.
In Iraq, Parliament votes to extend the deadline for drafting a constitution by 1 week. The document was to be presented today, but committee members could not agree on several sticking points, including women's rights and Kurdish demands. The delay pits Iraqi Sunnis, who dominated during Saddam Hussein's rule and who are now the minority, against the Shiites and Kurds, who now dominate the interim government. Sunni clerics want followers to vote against the Constitution.
In Houston, Texas, a controversial Border Watch group is beefing up its efforts. The Minutemen are training volunteers to act as a militia in tracking illegal immigrants and those who try to employ them. They can't arrest them, only report suspicious activity. But some people worry this movement could only spark racial profiling, targeting minorities not for illegal activity, but for the way they look.
Today in Chicago, they said goodbye to a self-made titan who never forgot his roots. John H. Johnson made his magazines Ebony and Jet household names. Johnson, a grandson of slaves, grew up on welfare. He turned a $500 loan into a $500 million media and cosmetics empire. Johnson died last week from heart failure. His funeral at the University of Chicago drew a number of dignitaries, including former President Bill Clinton. John Johnson was 87.
Now an update on that terrible jetliner crash yesterday in Greece. A coroner says autopsies show at least 6 people were alive when that jet went down, but it's not known if they were conscious or unconscious. The coroner also says other victims may have been alive, but most people are believed to have froze to death when the 737 developed an air pressure problem and slammed into a hillside. All 121 people on board died.
Northwest Airlines and its mechanics union resumed mediated talks today. The two sides met in Washington, D.C., just 4 days before the strike deadline. The union says it is ready to negotiate. Airline officials say they look forward to productive talks. They're seeking $176 million in concessions. If a deal is not reached, mechanics could walk off the job at 12:01 Eastern Time Friday night. The White House says President Bush does not plan to use his power to avert a possible mechanic strike.
On the live local radar this evening, we still see a few showers, especially hanging around out to our west. Will the strong thunderstorms return tomorrow like we saw today? That's the question. We'll find out next with Chief Forecaster Jerry Tabbitt. Stay tuned.
Storm Team 13's live True View Doppler, brought to you in part by Yamaha Sea-Doo of Panama and by Comcast.
Nice ride.
Thank you, Mocha Coca. Chrysler and Jeep came up on Buku Awards, and Dodge trucks last as long as the Deagle Double Chisel. Plus, I got the hookup, nephew, for sure.
You know, I'm not too sure of what you just said. Now everybody gets a great deal.
For shizzle, I could zizzle.
It's Employee Pricing Plus, our employee discount plus cash allowance on Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge.
If the ride is more fly, then you must buy.
That's what I hear.
Hey, it's just free checking. It's got a free Platinum Visa check card. And that comes with free Regents rewards with Visa Extras. And that can earn you free luggage, free shopping, or even a free ticket to paradise. Hey, wait a minute. That's not just free checking.
I think we're overdressed.
That's Regents pre-checking. And that's what gives 5 million customers everyday confidence.
Yes, Diamond Days are here again at Coin and Bullion Reserves. All diamonds are on sale at 1/2 their certified appraised value. I'll buy your old diamond so you can choose a new, bigger diamond and pay half price for it. Never pay retail again. Yes, Diamond Days are here again at Coin and Bullion Reserves, where you can save 50% and you can take that to the bank.
Coin and Bullion Reserves.
Hey, Mr. Opportunity again. If you're one of those people who likes to have choices, then you are going to love my next 2 words, Honda Clearance. Because it's your opportunity to pick the Accord, Civic, Odyssey, or any other Honda you want for a deal that's very nice. Come on, Honda Plus Clearance? Do I have to draw you a picture? You get it? The 2005 Honda Clearance. Now you can lease a top-of-the-line Pilot EX for $269 a month for well-qualified customers. I'm Mr. Opportunity. I'm back. And I'm knocking.
Jerry Tabbitt's accurate True View forecast, part of Storm Team 13 on your side.
Hello again and welcome back. Chief Forecaster Jerry Tabbitt in with the forecast. And I haven't been outside. Did it rain tonight?
There was a few rain showers across here. Most of those Gulf County, Walton County, and now Okaloosa County still got some very strong thunderstorms. But it's quieting down. Let's look outside through the Panama City City Cam. Everything is quiet. However, some of the areas that received rainfall today, and believe it or not, not everybody did see rainfall across the Florida Panhandle. Bay County, Gulf County, Walton, and Okaloosa took the brunt of the action today. There's going to be some patchy fog forming out there. Let's look at our Titan radar and see what is going on. Notice now across most of the area things are relatively quiet, but out to the west of us, this is what we're talking about, Okaloosa County and westward. You can see the bright red towers in there. Those are very strong thunderstorms pushing off towards the south-southwest. There is also some lightning in it. You can see the flashes in those red areas there. That indeed is live lightning. The rest of us starting to quiet down, and looks like things across the entire panhandle will be quiet by midnight. Let's go then to the weather computer and check on our friend Irene. Still out here in the Atlantic, starting to push off towards the east now, but expected to move back towards the east-northeast over the next 24 hours. 36.6 north, 64.4 west. This is as 10 o'clock. Maximum sustained wind still at 90 miles an hour, moving east at 14. The satellite radar combination, as we put this into motion, you can see the band from this morning move offshore, this afternoon's move away, and now this evening we can see this cluster pushing off towards the west. But overall, high pressure is starting to push into the area, so it's going to quiet things down for us. 80 degrees at the airport and in Destin right now, 74 Mariana and Apalachicola, and very muggy at that. Already some patchy fog inland. The weather watchers on page 1, the warm spot up in Greenwood. Rick Bass at 76 degrees. To page 2 we go and show you the warm spot. Looks like the Lawtons in Mexico Beach at 77. Offshore tomorrow, a few scattered thunderstorms, and then we'll look for southwest winds most of the day, 5 to 10 knots, seas averaging 1 to 2 feet. Smooth in the bays in the morning. Light chop developing by afternoon hours, and 88 degrees in the deep water. The TrueView Skycast, the model for tonight's 10 o'clock forecast. Thunderstorms to the east of us, thunderstorms to the west and north of us. But again, most of the panhandle starting to quiet down now as we zoom in and turn everything on its side. Temperatures by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, mid-70s inland, upper 70s along the coast. We could see some coastal showers tomorrow morning. As we go into the mid-morning hours, notice showers and thunderstorms start to build a little bit. But a warm day tomorrow. By 1 o'clock, 90 inland, mid to upper 80s along the coast. All day tomorrow, looking at about a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The TrueView Precision Forecast, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning through 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. We'll send the timeline and the graphics into motion. High pressure sliding down into the Gulf. That'll give us more of a west to northwest flow. A little bit drier air in the mid-level, so it'll dampen the thunderstorms a little bit. But notice that frontal system trying to push our way. That's not going to make it through the area. For tonight then, not bad. Mid-70s in the forecast for Panama City with patchy fog. Again, some is starting to form already. 75 the forecast for Apalachicola. Up to Marianna, Jackson County we go. 73 degrees with light and variable winds in your forecast. To Funivac Springs, Walton County. 72 degrees in the forecast. And then back to the coastline we go. Destin, 76 degrees. For tomorrow then, we have more sunshine, so warmer temperatures on tap with that 30 to 40% chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. 91 for Panama City. Forecast high for Apalachicola checking in at 90. 94 degrees for Marianna, and we'll go ahead and match that up with the Funivac Springs at 94. 89 over in Destin. Tomorrow night, a little bit warmer. 78 the forecast low for Panama City with some patchy fog. Also looking at 77 for Apalachicola. To Jackson County one more time, 74 in Marianna over to Funivac Springs, 73 degrees, and then to Destin, the forecast holds at 78 tomorrow night. The next 5-day forecast now, pretty typical for this time of the year. Highs in the low 90s, lows in the mid to upper 70s, and a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms all the way through the weekend.
Jerry, I've always enjoyed your forecast.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
I just want you to know that right here and now.
All right,
I'll tell you why later, but
right.
Good job, and pretty good weather coming up.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
People can become dependent on a lot of things, including ultraviolet light. Find out why in tonight's Medical Watch.
Jennifer Garner on marriage and motherhood. Next entertainment tonight. Breaking news on why she's nervous about having a baby. Then Kelly Ripa is Farrah with feathered hair as husband Mark plays Punch.
I pull her over because she's been a naughty girl.
Inside their racy photo shoot. Plus, Terry Hatcher's close shave. From dripping in diamonds to relaxing in rose petals, stars reveal what's sexy. And newlywed Sandra Bullock on her secret wedding. Next ET.
Tonight at 10:35 on News 13 on your side.
You asked me to do some research on the Chrysler Group?
I'm waiting.
They have their most award-winning and freshest lineup ever. 12 vehicles with 5-star frontal crash test rating and projected to retain their value better than GM or Ford.
Yada, yada, yada. You forgot the most important part of all, the deal.
It's Employee Pricing Plus, our employee discount plus cash allowance on Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge.
So I'd say if you can find a better car, buy it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, kid.
The way the world is today, go, go, go. Things just seem so out of control.
That's why the things we can control are so important. That's why we're members of our electric co-op. The whole reason the co-op exists is to bring us the electricity we need, not to make money for some company somewhere. They actually do it because it's the right thing to do.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Did you know there are over 800 mattress brands in the United States?
And only one has a patented marvelous middle.
And only one is approved by UL Laboratories for fire safety.
And only one has received the Consumer Digest Best Buy Award 5 times.
That's right, only Restonic.
Since 1938, Restonic has been crafting the finest mattresses in the world.
Why would you sleep on anything else?
You can see the difference with your eyes closed at Restonic Mattress Gallery.
You asked me to do some research on the Chrysler Group?
I'm waiting.
They have their most award-winning and freshest lineup ever. 12 vehicles with 5-star frontal crash test rating and projected to retain their value better than GM or Ford.
Yada, yada, yada. You forgot the most important part of all, the deal.
It's Employee Pricing Plus, our employee discount plus cash allowance on Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge.
So I'd say if you can find a better car, buy it.
Couldn't have said it better myself, kid.
This segment brought to you in part by the Beaches of South Walton.
Have you ever noticed that some people seem to be addicted to tanning?
Are you talking to me?
Not me, for sure.
Well, a new study finds that you may be right. ABC's Nancy Weiner has more in tonight's Medical Watch.
Using the same psychological questions that doctors use to define substance abuse problems like alcoholism, University of Texas researchers found that many people are in fact mentally addicted to suntanning. The scientists worded the questions to examine how people felt about their sun exposure. For example, those who replied they tried to cut down on the time they spend in the sun but still find themselves suntanning may have a sun addiction. After analyzing the responses of 145 Texas beachgoers, the researchers found that 53% of the tanners were what psychiatrists would call ultraviolet light tanning dependent. In other words, they were addicted to sun. Dermatologists have spent years trying to educate people about the dangers of the sun's UV rays, but studies show people are still tanning way more than they should. The researchers say this study could explain why educational interventions haven't been more successful in getting people to stay out of the sun. Nancy Weiner, ABC News.
As the sweltering days of summer come to pass, the time comes for an event so momentous it can't be missed. The Toyota Time Clearance Event. To get a great deal, you have to start with great vehicles, like the fun-to-drive Toyota Corolla, or check out the Camry, the best-selling car in America. Now get $1,500 cash back or 1.9% financing for 36 months on the 05 Camry LE. The clock's running, so catch this event now. With deals like these, everyone wins. That's moving you forward.
Sweet old Bob and the grandkids here at Solo Tractor Company to say, welcome to Kubota Country! Hurry and get this 16 horsepower four-wheel drive diesel tractor implement package. Regular $10,999, now $89.99. Get this 21 horsepower 60-inch cut hydrostatic diesel ZTR mower. Regular $11,999, now $10,499. Save $2,000. This 31 horsepower four-wheel drive diesel tractor implement package. Regular $16,999, now $14,999. Save $2,000. Solo Tractor and Kubota, 30 years of trusted performance.
HDTV. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. But can you view your favorite shows? And what equipment do you have to buy? Find out at checkhd.com. High-def program listings, digital TV products, all the basics, one source. Checkhd.com. Answers to all your HDTV questions.
Log on to WMBB.com to learn more about HDTV.
Looks like the Chrysler Group has done it again. They have their most award-winning and freshest lineup ever. They have 12 vehicles with 5-star frontal crash test ratings. And their vehicles are projected to retain their value better than GM or Ford. You know what's missing?
A great deal.
It's Employee Pricing Plus, our employee discount plus cash allowance on Chrysler, Jeep, and Dodge.
It's like you always used to say, Grandpa. If you can find a better car, buy it.
That's my girl.
This segment brought to you by the new Wave 100, playing the best from the 70s, 80s, and more. The new Wave 100.
Look at your winning lottery numbers for tonight. Fantasy 5, 16, 36, 5, 9, 19.
Play 4, 9, 8, 3, 4.
And cash 3, 4, 2, 8.
All right, Jerry, let's check out that weather forecast.
Getting a little calmer out there. Let's go to the satellite radar combination and take a look at things for you. Notice that at 10 o'clock, the first band of showers died offshore this morning. Second band came through about 3, and now the third band's over in western part of the Florida Panhandle. That will die out as we head into the overnight hours. Muggy 78 about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, maybe some on the coastal section, but we expect them to really start forming late morning to early afternoon. There'll be some patchy fog across the area. By noontime, look for 88 degrees with scattered showers and thunderstorms. By 5 o'clock, 87 degrees with scattered showers and thunderstorms. And we look ahead to the weekend then, 91 for a high, 76 for a low, with a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And of course, everybody knows now Chris made his announcement at 5 and 6 tonight that he was leaving. So I just want to say, Chris, that it's been a great pleasure. I can't believe that you've been here 6 years already, and we've had some good times together, had a lot of laughs, and I'll cherish those memories, but I want you to know you're still part of this family. Staying with Media General, and we're just an email or a phone call away, and I wish you good luck and Godspeed, and congratulations, you deserve it.
Well, I appreciate that, Jerry. It means a lot to me.
Well, I guess it's my turn, huh?
Yeah. Spill it.
Yeah. You've been a pain for 3 years.
I have.
No, you haven't. You've been an absolute pleasure to work with, both professionally and personally. We become good friends. People always said, oh, you look like you get along so well. And you know, when you first started, I was in such fear because in most television stations, the female is just not the older anchor, quite frankly. And for those who are counting, we're 18 years apart. But you always made me feel like was your age.
And you always made me feel much more mature than I had a reputation. No, I'm saying I have such a way of putting things. You always made me feel more professional, and I needed that. And I needed, I still can't believe they put me on the desk when I was 25 years old. We usually don't say ages, but I was foolishly young. And
well, you have a lot of talent.
And you really helped me get to where I need to be. I'm still not there, but I'm closer.
Well, we've had some golden moments for those who have been with us for the last few years, and of course, there's been one moment that just stood out from 2 years ago, and we just wanted to play that for you one more time so you can remember it. The first 25 teams to register get a free pedometer? Pedometer?
Pedometer.
Pedometer.
Not a peter meter.
Winning teams get awards and free gifts.
I'll take this next one. Area residents will soon have another option when choosing outpatient healthcare facilities.
That was October of 2003. I have no idea how we survived that newscast that night, but you have got the greatest sense of humor, and it has been an absolute pleasure working with you.
That never gets old. That is priceless.
No,
and we'll never look at the word pedometer again and not be able to think of that.
That's a true statement. I will always think of you.
But I did actually bring my pedometer tonight.
Oh, good job.
Show it to you guys after the show.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that meant. Thank you, though, for that surprise, and thank you both for everything. I have some words I want to share with both of you and our viewers, and this is the not fun part of the program for me. I'm going to refer to my notes here because sometimes my tongue might betray me. Where do I start? I came here 6 years ago because I was in love with a beautiful young reporter at WMBB, Carmen Corsi, who I later married, and she never would claim my last name on television, but that was probably for the best. And I also wanted to get into the world of television news, and what better place to start than beautiful Panama City, Florida. And like all young reporters, I had a plan. I was going to come here, work my 2 years, and then go to the big time. Well, I wasn't ready for the big time, obviously. I'm still not ready for the big time. And things kept happening. I got opportunities that I never counted on getting at such a young age. They put me on the morning show for some reason next to Kate Mundy for a couple years. And then, unbelievably, like I said earlier, they promoted me to evening news anchor, where I just pinched myself for the first year of that job. I couldn't believe I was doing it. And it would have been easy to stay here. It really would have. It's a wonderful place to live, filled with wonderful people. But within the past year, I heard an old voice calling me, the one that reminds me that there's a great big world out there just full of possibilities for people who are willing to step out the front door. And so I've decided that now's the time to take that step and to listen to that voice. That voice grew stronger and stronger over the past few months, and I've decided now to continue chasing the dream. I have accepted a job at WSPA, the Media General Station in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Spartanburg, Greenville. It's a beautiful area, and it's the 35th largest television market in the country. It's a great opportunity for me, and I'm so proud to have this opportunity. I just feel so blessed and lucky to have this chance, and it's an opportunity I couldn't turn down. I want to make one thing very clear. This was my decision. WMBB and Media General made me a very generous offer to stay here, and when I made it apparent that I was going to leave, they supported me in my job search, but at the same time, the show has to go on, and that's why over the next week, actually starting tomorrow, you'll get to know a gentleman by the name of Jerry Brown. He's a consummate professional. He's a very accomplished broadcaster, and frankly, if I can accomplish half of what he has in his career, if I can accomplish half that, that will have been doing something. He's also a darn nice guy, and that helps a lot. I'm sorry, could you give me that time cue again? Or 1 minute. I'm getting a little carried away here with myself. Just want to thank real quick those who have made this possible. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, through whom all things are possible. If you don't know him, get to know him. And thanks again to my beautiful, brilliant wife, Carmen. Thank you for your love and support, and thank you for making the sacrifices that you've made to make this possible for me. Thanks to my parents for their support, and thanks to the Media General, the WMBB family, General Manager Bill Bird, former General Manager Hugh Rose, Larshay Hardy, thank you for risking your reputation and career on me. Thanks to Amy Hoyt, who somehow managed to put up with me for 3 years. Like I said earlier, she deserves a medal for this, and she's just such a wonderful person. She not only taught me what an anchor should be be, but she taught me what a person should be. She has such a big heart. And Jerry, thank you too. You will always be part of my family. And thanks to the viewers. Most of all, without you, I wouldn't have a job. Thank you for all your kind words over the years.
God bless you.
I got through it.
We're proud of you, baby.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
I'll be here tomorrow.
He's still going to be here for 2 weeks, so you can email him tomorrow.
I'll be cleaning toilets.
But we'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
On
Tuesday.
Hey, it's just free checking. It's got a free Platinum Visa check card. And that comes with free Regions rewards with Visa Extras. And that can earn you free luggage, free shopping, or even a free ticket to paradise. Hey, wait a minute. That's not just free checking.
I think we're overdressed.
That's Regions pre-checking. And that's what gives 5 million customers everyday confidence.
Hi, we're celebrating Diamond Days here at Coin & Bullion Reserves this month. Choose your next diamond from the largest selection in Northwest Florida. Choose the shape, the size, the quality of diamond you're looking for, and pay just half price for it. You don't have to pay these high inflated retail prices. Come here to Coin & Bullion Reserves in Panama City and save 50%. Yes, Diamond Days are here again when you can save 50% off the regular price at Coin & Bullion Reserves. And you can take that to the bank.
Entertainment Tonight, the most watched entertainment news.